Hey, welcome in. Well, apparently the fact that Louis C.K., who is one of the world's most popular comedians, cannot release his new material on any platform other than his own website, apparently this is evidence that cancel culture isn't real. Why? Well, apparently because nothing makes sense anymore and sit down and shut up and do what you're told. Here's the headline. Louis C.K.'s new Sorry special proves cancel culture isn't real, according to the critics. Now, I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I saw the clip on YouTube, about 7 minutes, where he does a big riff on Good Will Hunting, which is hilarious. He's Louis C.K. He's very good. I encourage you to check it out as well. So Louis is still funny. And I am certain that if it were put out on, say, Netflix, it would be one of the most popular things they put out for the whole year. But it's not on Netflix. It's not anywhere else. It's on his website, his own website. But still, that's not good enough because he still exists. He's still allowed to exist. Let's see what now let's remind ourselves of why Louis was canceled in the first place. He liked to do something to himself while he was being watched. And these are his comments. These stories are true. At the time, I said to myself that what I did was okay because I never showed a woman my junk without asking first, which is also true. And he continued, but what I learned later in life, too late, is that when you have power over another person, asking them to look at your junk isn't a question. It's a predicament for them. The power I had over these women is that they admired me, and I wielded that power irresponsibly. Now, there's a couple of problems here. For one, if there's consent, I'm sorry, it's just kind of game over. Like, if there's consent, that's the end of story. Either you're an adult or you're not. As long as everybody is an adult involved here, that really should be the end. Consent should be the end of it. And as for this having power over people because they admired you, I mean, whether it's that they admire you or you're more successful, are we going to have a rule where where a man can only do things consensually with somebody who is more successful or admires you more than you admire them? None of this really makes a lot of sense. Especially when you're talking about consensual acts between adults. Now, I'm not doubting his sincerity in this. I'm just saying that it should be unnecessary. There were never any charges filed, and by all accounts, everything was consensual. Anyway, what are some of these criticisms? Louis C.K. has a new special out, Sorry, that he is selling online. An ad ran during SNL, quit whining about cancel culture because it's a myth. So again, this is one of the most popular comedians in the world who's had every avenue for distributing his material, which is in great demand, canceled, except for his own website. Here's another one. I see the dastardly cancel culture has struck again, forcing Louis C.K. to release a new special and be defended by the MAGA crowd. Is it the MAGA crowd or is it just normal people? And I have to say, if you're the one who's advocating for comedians to be canceled, then I think some introspection is in order for you. Here's another one. I see cancel culture strikes again, forcing Louis C.K. to film another special and NBC to advertise it. Well, he paid NBC to advertise it, obviously. They're not associated with it. But you can see what the underlying sentiment is here, is that Louis C.K. can never do anything again because he's offended their petulant and unreasoning sensibilities. Because that's what they actually want. They want to cancel people completely. Like you could never hear from them. They can't make a living. And this is all about consensual behavior between adults. When did the left become so prudish and moralistic? They're neo-Victorians. They're neo-Puritans. And it once again proves the point. Woke ain't funny, but Louis C.K. is. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the podcast Radio Baloney. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.